go.
Hello and welcome to the Worst Movie Ever Made, an experimental movie podcast designed with one thing in mind, to find the worst movie ever made. I'm your host, Chris Hockman. I'm joined by my co-host and fellow mad scientist, Ralph Scucci and Bob Hessing. Hey guys, how are you? We're doing a great movie this week, a fantastic fucking movie, one of the best we've seen. This is Rumble in the Bronx. Why are we doing this, Rob?
It's pretty good. We're doing it because it's a good movie week. Because if you go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com and listen to our previous 83rd season that we've done, we Miami Connection won the title of worst movie ever made. So like,
We did.
I remember I'm embarrassed because I asked a question because I don't watch a lot of martial art movies. I said, did they at least do a good job there? Like it seemed pretty impressive for like a low budget movie. Turns out it wasn't compared to Rumble in the Bronx.
I know, honestly.
But I'll talk about that later. But so I'm gonna turn it over to you, Bob, to describe this wonderful movie that is at least 5% better than Miami Connection.
I thought you were gonna say Con Air.
5%? Okay, it was
right,
way more.
Soft
than
to medium
5%
7.
better. Soft. So my tagline for this one is "Fists of Fury, yet funny with finesse."
Agreed.
Because it's full of finesse and a little funny, and damn, the Fists of Fury. So
Hell yeah.
So Jackie Chan's character comes to New York City to like visit his uncle and look over the business, or eventually look over the business.
Yeah.
He befriends a handicapped boy, and in turn gets caught up in a diamond smuggling gangsters and gangs that trashed his uncle's store. Well, wait, it wasn't his uncle's store, it was the girl's store, and it nearly killed him, and then he befriends them, and all right, whatever. It's cool fight scenes and kind of funny, so who cares if the story's not good and easy to follow?
Yes.
All right. So it wasn't extremely easy to follow, but easy enough that I still deem it a good movie.
Yeah, it was fun.
Let's see what the YouTube audience thinks there, Rob. Are they with us or you?
Yes. Welcome to YouTube, where the comment section is full of
cancer-infested rats. It's a very dangerous snake. It'll kill anybody it comes in contact with.
Okay, we have rapid fire praise and then like a 4 or 5 comment lively discussion that follows. Number 1, bow down when you come to my house. Next comment. Honestly, this is one of the best action movies that's ever been made. Next comment.
Agreed.
My 9-year-old absolutely loved it. What a classic. Next comment.
Agreed.
One of my favorite Jackie films. Next comment.
Agreed.
He's the nicest guy in every movie, but everybody wants to mess with him. And then the laughing tear emoji. Easily top 5 all-time favorites of Jackie. They all have him on a first-name basis, which is kind of unsettling. I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, next. This is the exchange now. First comment. All of this could be avoided by simply not fighting at the beginning. The reply to that is, that's stupid. The next reply to that is, you have never stepped outside of a suburb in your life, have you? Next reply is, yeah, but then there's no movie. Pass. And then the last comment replying to that, and just let those guys ruin your uncle's wedding and let them take whatever they want from your shop. So emotional investment for sure in this movie.
Yes.
You're going to let those guys ruin your uncle's wedding by robbing the store that he sold that he has no piece of anymore?
For over a quarter, for nearly $500,000. It was like, what, $380,000 he sold it for?
And this is 1995 money.
I know. That's $1 million business easy now.
Yeah, adjusted for inflation, that's like $20 million, and the egg will cost $450 for half a dozen. Yeah.
Especially in New York City.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with every YouTuber, even the ones that were disagreeing with each other.
All right.
Let's start to test number 1, the best of its kind.
Test number 1. The best of its kind.
All right.
Okay, no surprise here. Rush Hour. A 62. That's Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. That was the one that we considered doing instead of this.
I know the score on this one because I accidentally read it, and I'd say that the number should be switched. I think Rush Hour is a better movie.
I do enjoy Rush Hour quite a bit, but I really enjoy Rumble in the Bronx too.
Yeah.
I can't pick one between the two.
Yeah. Okay.
Strange Days with Ralph Fiennes. Don't know what that is. A 68.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Romeo Must Die with Jet Li. Not okay. A 32.
Ouch.
Tears of the Sun with Bruce Willis at 34.
Ouch.
I have a friend who was a big fan of that movie, and when I saw that it was suggested to me, I assumed it was going to be a good score, but a 34, not so much.
No.
And Shanghai Nights with Jackie Chan and Owen Wilson. That's the sequel to Shanghai Noon, right?
Yeah.
This was a 66, giving us an average of 53 for all 5 of those movies. What did Rumble in the Bronx get, guys?
I know what it got, so I'm not going to spoil it.
Well, Rob already told me it was 80, so
I forgot that I also told you.
All right. Well,
for dramatic tension for the listening audience, guys.
All right. Well, let me pause for dramatic tension. It was an 80.
I'm going to guess 80?
Yeah, 80. Wow. You guys are both on the button. 80 for a plus 27 and best of its kind. No surprise because it's really good, right, Rob?
No Kung Pao Enter the Fist on that list, though. I'm really disappointed.
Unfortunately not. A favorite of mine. Test number 2, Ain't That a Pitch?
Okay, so I got to go to this soundboard now. 1 second. Bear with me. It's a...
I like dongs.
Wait. Bumpers. Ain't That a Pitch.
So tell me the truth, Don, about rats. How's this stuff? Great. It's got 4 inches. 4 inches? That's not so hot. Yes, it is. I measured them from the ground up.
Well, isn't that a bitch?
Hooray.
Me first?
Yeah.
Sure.
Jackie Chan is charming and good for a chuckle. He's out in the Bronx, a gang war jungle. Amazing acrobatics. His parkour is magic, but what's up with that handstand moose knuckle?
He did have that. With his little onesie.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go second, but I'm going to disclaimer that I changed my limerick after a text string with both of you guys earlier today.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Kung Fu movies are a dime a dozen. Is this a good movie? We'll have a discussion. Fight scenes so divine, but one thing adds to decline. Damn, kid, the girl is closer than a cousin.
Okay. All right, so it's my turn by process
Kissing
of elimination.
siblings.
Yes. Keung is a badass who saves a shop from burglars, but that's an easy task because they're a bunch of low-level turd gurglers. He saves a young boy from pain while trying to bone Nancy and Elaine. He finds the diamonds and saves everyone from getting murdered.
I think we all crush it, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is a team win.
If I'm going to say what I liked the best, though, it was Chris's. He surprised me with Moose Knuckles. It really surprised me.
Yes.
Caught me off guard.
I am also Team Moose Knuckle.
Yeah, all right. What's the star score?
4.5.
Team win with a 4.5 skewed towards Chris. So, like, you win, Chris. All right. I know.
All right, I'll take the team win for 4.5. How's that?
Dickhead.
Do what you always do.
What? I mean, it was team winner Chris.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, I realized I forgot to open with the clip that you gave me, Chris, so we'll play the show out with that clip.
Oh, shit, I totally forgot. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
My bad. We are professional.
Let's move it on to test number 3. What works well? Is that what we're on? What ages well?
Yeah. What works well? That's what the copy says.
Test number 3. What works well?
All right, this is true for me in a lot of movies. I want to know how you guys feel about this.
Okay.
New York's character as a character. I love movies that use New York as a character in the movie, and I think it's done really well here.
Yes, the mean streets have an attitude of their own.
Don't they, though?
Yeah, I have a catch-all for this, but I'm going to save it.
Shit. Okay, let's quickly move on to number 4 then. Uncle Whatever's interracial engagement, I thought was progressive and nice.
Yeah, for 95, it was great.
Yeah.
He even said, it's America, dude, you know?
Yeah.
He seems genuinely in love, too, you know? It's awesome. Number 3, awesome angle asking Angelo to escape the evil agency. So what I mean here is I thought that it was really interesting and really fun for us to follow Angelo in an escape. He's at this point the bad guy, but now he's being chased like Predator style, a reversal by the even worse guys.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like the guy that you hated this whole movie. You're kind of rooting for him to get away, and I thought it was really interesting and cinematically.
I did like that.
Engaging, yeah. So I wanted to know what you guys thought of that.
I'm gonna say, fuck that guy. Angelo deserved to die. I did not root for him once. He was a dick. He was an asshole.
All right, I agree.
Well,
He was not.
You win.
He was not being chased by the worst guy. He was being chased by someone equally as shitty as he is.
Also, you called him an asshole, Bob. I'm pretty sure we saw his asshole.
Yes,
We did.
I will split the difference and say he's a product of his environment, but hopefully, the way the narrative goes, he sees the light and turns over a new leaf.
See, I would disagree with product of his environment because all the people he's around even hated him. They're like, oh, dude, you went too far.
That's
Point,
true.
Counterpoint. Yes.
And he went too far in this scene with number 2, gang breaking glass bottles on cornered Keung.
Yeah.
I actually loved this like torture scene. I thought it was fucking innovative, novel, super cool. So they trap Jackie Chan in a back alley, and he has nowhere to go. He can't climb the walls. He's not Spider-Man. So they start wrapping their bats in shirts and shit, and start smashing glass bottles. Really they're hitting them into the wall right behind them. So they smash and just chop them to bits. And I thought it was a super cool idea.
Yeah, it flies in the face of the "fuck he's good" trope. It shows that he isn't all powerful and all like he's a force of good, but he can only do so much as a human being.
Skin can only take a punch and punch back, but shards of glass, forget it.
You know the saying, skin is only skin deep.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
they do say that.
Yes.
Dude, that's deep.
All the time.
It's skin deep. Number 1 for me, I don't know, is this obvious? It's Jackie Chan's Parkour. It ages incredibly well. It's 2023. It's still fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
It is.
It's unbelievable. If you want to like do a focus on it, check out the footage at the end of the movie when the credits roll. I have more to say about it later, but they show you him doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
Right.
We'll talk about specific moments, I think, in a little more detail later, but his parkour is fucking awesome. I said that in my pitch. His amazing acrobatics are magic, but it's true.
Yeah.
You guys want to mention anything that ages particularly well about this movie that I didn't hit?
I'll say one thing. Even though I disagree with it, Jackie Chan giving the gangsters a chance, like, hey guys, you're a product in your environment. I'd like to meet you over tea someday.
Yes.
Is showing progressive thoughts on his part.
Yeah.
I'll say that much.
Unlike in Miami Connection, where they would have killed them all first and then wished for peace.
After swearing they'd never succumb to violence. Yes.
Good call, Chris. Good call.
Yeah.
All right, Rob, let's throw it to your ad read.
Sure.
Rob can sell you anything from
kinky sex
to
the midgets and the wimps.
in Rob's ad read.
Today's episode of The Worst Movie Ever Made is brought to you by Bread Zeppelin brand, airing and delicious baked goods. Most well known for their signature twist on sourdough, Whole Lotta Loaf, and their pulmonary-themed pumpernickel, Heart Baker. Bread Zeppelin offers a wide array of fermented goods that won't even make your drummer choke on his own vomit at the height of your band's popularity. But if you're still looking for the hard stuff, then you could also explore other ironic offerings, like Pantera Bread's vulgar display of flour. Half their band is also dead, and it's sad that Zakk Wylde can't even play those riffs live at the reunion shows. Anyhow, just buy this shit.
Dude, that was a phenomenal ad read. Well, fucking
Thank
done,
you.
brother.
Have you seen the Pantera reunion footage with half the band that's not there and not being good?
I didn't know half the band died.
Well, Dimebag was shot in 2005 on stage,
right?
And then Vinnie Paul had he lived pretty hard. I think he just drank himself.
Yeah,
to
he had
death.
a massive heart attack. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
right now it's Rex on bass still, and it's Phil Anselmo singing, but it's Zakk Wylde on guitar and somebody else on drums, and it's Zakk Wylde can't play those riffs even though he should know them. So
right, he should.
Yeah.
I mean, Dimebag arguably better.
Yes.
So.
But
I mean, the guitar solo in Cemetery Gates alone, I feel like Zakk Wylde's not hitting that. So
that's right. That's when he was known as Diamond Daryl.
Yeah,
Diamond Daryl.
Those early Pantera albums are actually pretty good for what they are.
No, they are.
They're not bad. Yeah, they're not bad at all.
I agree. Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
Let's get back to test number 4, the best dialogue.
Ooh.
Test number 4. Best dialogue.
All right, Bob, here's where I'm going to side with Rob. This was tough.
Yeah, I was just gonna say good luck.
Yeah.
This was very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to have to at some point impromptu pull out the other. Oh no, I can't even do it because I don't think I sent it to you, Rob. Maybe I did. I don't know. Do you have just indulge me? Do you have 3 clips for the best acting?
I have a total of 9 clips altogether, including the intro.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you have 9.
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna have to remind me of the name of the third one and best acting when we get there. It's gonna be the second to last clip in total, I guess, because we're doing the one that I wanted to open with last.
Yeah.
So anyway, not to confuse the audience, I want to keep it relevant. Let's throw it to number.
Oh God, that's the countdown. Here we go. 5.
This is FBI.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I live here.
Have you seen anything unusual today?
Who are you?
We're the FBI.
I hear some gunfight explosions, but I went home. I see nothing at all.
We're trying to recover some stolen property. If you find anything, give us a call, okay? There's a big reward.
Okay.
You've been very cooperative. You're free to go.
I take the stairs. Bye.
Keep searching.
Okay, Bob, that's the best I got for number 5.
I'm with you on this one. Good, it's every man for himself. Go ahead, go for it.
That was a scene that did what it was supposed to do. It's the evil agency. We don't really know who they are. They're just white tigers men, and they're posing as the FBI somewhat believably. And Jackie Chan seems like he's playing it nervous, he knows they're not really the FBI, but they could be. So he gives them what they need, and he walks away.
Yeah.
It does what it needs to do. It transitions us from one scene to the next. So let's throw it to number
4. Yard.
And this is just Jackie Chan, and there's a couple of these where he's just charming. Okay, this is Tiger.
Here you go, hon. Thanks. Hey, he's kind of cute. Jackie. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Nice place.
Yeah,
Aren't you afraid of the tiger?
we've been friends for a while.
Do you really like this job?
It's good money. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. You did well. Very good.
Thank you.
Hey, Nancy. What's up? tells me that I gotta come out of here.
Hey, Tony!
Let's get out of here.
What?
Over there! Shit! Get him!
Get him!
Okay, so what I liked about that, the waitress's name that says that Jackie Chan is cute, her name is Jackie.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like a nod to him. It's a weird one. But Jackie says, do you really like this job? And he's referring to, she's not a stripper, but she's like an exotic dancer who keeps her top and bottom on.
Yeah.
I guess. Unless we were just there before she starts to get even more naked than that. We could have pulled out before we could pull out the tit scope. Anyway, he asked if she likes the job because, and he's like, this job is demeaning. Like, are you trying to get out of here? And when she fires back with a, yeah, I like it, he quickly switches from that to like, well, you dance great, you're doing it. And that's kind of in the works well area where he's like he switches gears quick because he realizes that he's like treading on offensive territory, so I kind of like
he's not patronizing her. Yeah. He's not being patronizing. Yeah.
Bob?
Cool.
No, I thought he it was a little clunky because of the overdub. I have a feeling
it always is like throughout this movie. I have more to say about that in the catch-all.
Yeah, me too.
Why don't we throw it to number? Yeah, we do. Number 3. This is help.
I got beat up.
There must have been a lot of people. My sister, she fixed up your wounds and undressed you too. Oh, and she even made you breakfast. Here, have some.
Turkey club for breakfast.
Oh, shit.
She's 21, and she's pretty.
Where is she?
She went to school, and after school, she usually works. Hope you get to meet her soon. What are you doing now?
Going to the market.
Is that important?
I have to go.
Where are you going?
Elena needs my help.
All right, so he's the beaten up, like near death hero who has so much pride and will that he's making it down to the supermarket anyway, even though he's like, just woke up from a mini coma or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And guys, he's just trying to hook his sister up with like this kung fu dude that's got some money, I get it. He's not, is he trying to bang his sister? I think he's saying she's pretty, like, date my sister,
yeah.
Maybe he doesn't think so. Although I think so. His sister is pretty. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like too young to, I think, have those feelings.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he has any of those feelings.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, because he uses crutches. He uses crutches later in the film, so he's not like. I don't know how it works.
I'm disconnecting.
Okay, I'll see you. Number. This is Say You're Sorry. I'm gonna do that later. Or right now. I'm really sorry to the listening audience. I couldn't let that one go. This is Say You're Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You tell the lady.
I'm sorry.
Say in Chinese.
Yeah, you should be sorry.
Don't ever make trouble here. I'll beat you up each time. Careful, mind the step.
Thank you.
You alright? Did it scare you?
No.
Oh, good.
Oh, Keung! Hey, that was all right. I can't believe it's like, man, it was just great. It was.
Keung,
Huh?
did they hurt you?
I know.
You're amazing.
Thank
How do
you.
you do some of that? It was just like, what?
Who the fuck is that guy?
I know. Who is
Chinese
this?
kung fu.
That is proto Chris Tucker.
Seriously. who is this fucking minor character we never see again? Yeah, I don't know. This is why I love Jackie Chan though. Like he is super charming again here, but also you wouldn't fuck with him. I mean, he's a fucking ripped dude that clearly knows how to kick the shit out of you. And I believe
he's unfuckwithable for sure.
Like Steven Seagal in his prime would have kicked the shit out of me, but I still feel like I would have beat him up. You know, right. Jackie Chan, I never would have fucked with. Never ever.
No, we could all take Steven Seagal.
Now.
All right, listen, go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com. If you're listening to the show and you happen to know Steven Seagal personally, send him to Nashville. I will fight him personally.
Seriously.
For charity in a cage
match. I would
match.
fucking watch that for sure. Dude, if you put him in a room with a vacuum and turn the vacuum on, he'd be dead within a couple of minutes.
Without his oxygen balloons. Okay, yeah.
All right, let's throw it to number
1, Daddy.
This is Diamonds.
Go. You know what? Fuck it.
This is Diamonds.
I'm not cutting that.
You'll be sorry. You're gonna die.
What's the difference between these diamonds and my sister's?
I think about $7 million or so.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did you get through?
Oh, the police put me on hold.
Yeah? Are you there? What's happening? Have you got my diamonds?
Yes.
Make sure you get rid of the Chinaman and the kid. Leave no witnesses.
You want to kill me?
Who the hell is this?
I'm the Chinaman. I have your people. I have your diamonds.
What do you want?
I just want my friends back.
Did you call the cops? Did you?
No.
You better not if you want your friends back alive. Keep this phone and wait for my call. I'll tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that was the best couple seconds of dialogue in the entire movie, personally.
That might have been the only English Jackie Chan spoke legitimately in the whole movie.
Oh, no kidding. Maybe that's part of the reason why. But the 7 million or so is like a passable joke. I wasn't offended by it. I thought it was like funny enough.
Yeah.
And then he does the hero thing of like thinking on his feet, having the guy talking to the cell for him, but then realizing that he can't carry that charade on, so he has to talk to the boss.
Yeah,
which,
I like that.
As like the brave man that he is, he does. And then he has the boy hang the phone up because he is on the phone with the cops.
Yeah.
You know, like I just thought that minute and a half was like really, really well done and good dialogue.
It was good because he's like, I'm going to handle the situation, and then like immediately realizes he's way in over his head. And he's like, oh, fuck that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just going to come clean here.
Which he does a couple times in the movie, and it's towards the point that we're making about him not like playing the part of a Seagal who's just too good. Like he hasn't thought everything. Like he's a guy thinking on his feet. He's a smart dude. He's like a fucking kung fu master. And this is what it maybe would look like if he had to tango with a gang.
Yeah.
And there were less guns than there actually would be in real life.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw it to test number 5. We're going to give Bob the reins here with the best production.
Test number 5, the best production.
All right, best production tagline is action comedy done well.
Agreed.
Yes.
So this is where I think Con Air failed a little bit, because Con Air tried to be funny and it turned into just awkward one-liners. And
agreed.
So I invite the audience to do a Google search on Jackie Chan how to do action comedy, and you'll be treated with a YouTube video, full and complete explanation of why this movie and every Chan produced movie does so well with its audiences and critics. it was badass at times, funny at times, and often both at the same time. And that's not an easy feat.
That's true. That is true.
And like he explains in the video, like American studios never produce movies like this because they just can't afford to take 1,000 takes of footage for like one stunt. Where in his the way he does it, he's willing to take the work, and it totally pays off.
Yeah, and to your point, Bob, I feel like when Jackie, and I'm thinking of Rush Hour now, the first one they're in LA, right? Rush Hour 1, they're in LA, and Jackie has to fight a bunch of men in a billiard bar because of a cultural misunderstanding. Let's put it that way. That's being polite. And a guy like swings a pool cue at him and he catches it. Right? This is what came to mind for me, Bob. But when he catches it, he doesn't do the badass. It's in the middle of an incredibly choreographed fight scene. He catches a pool cue, and then when he like punches a dude, he pulls his hand off and goes, realizing like 10 seconds later how much it hurt just to catch the pool cue. And it's a really funny, quick, like, laugh for you in the middle of this incredible fight scene. And they do some of that in this movie, in Rumble in the Bronx. And I think it's really hard to pull off a really well choreographed fight scene with a physical laugh in the middle of it and then continue it.
It is. And American filmmakers generally over edit their fight scenes so that you can't even tell what the hell is happening. All you hear is sound effects.
It's all smash cut,
a lot of quick smash cut, and someone ends up on the ground, and it's like, well, okay, I'm gonna believe it happened, but I really didn't see it. And in this case, you see everything.
Yeah, you do.
Like he explains in the YouTube video, like the way they film it is in one side of the frame, you kind of see what's coming next. Like he's next to a bunch of refrigerators and freezers. And then one half a scene later, he's smashing someone in the face with a freezer and fridge. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool. And to the scene that came to mind for me that I would compare to the pool cue in Rush Hour is when he's running away from the guys towards the end when they figure out that he's mic'd up, and he is trying to get between two buildings and get stuck. It's like it's an incredibly tense moment because he's running for his life, but then one of the bad guys is walking by and just happens to notice him, like stuck between those two buildings, and he can't get out. It's super funny in the middle of all this tension, So he's just got a way. He does definitely understand it, and I think it shines here in Rumble in the Bronx. So good on you, Bob. I couldn't agree more. Let's throw it to test number 6, the best acting.
Take that, Rob.
Test number 6. The best acting.
This is more comedy. It's not in the middle of action. This is just funny stuff. This is number 1. Jacked Jackie.
That's a good scene.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I wish Uncle Bill had your muscle. Ooh, and you're handsome too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Why sell when you're doing so well?
Oh, it's not Mr. Chu's idea, but his future wife wants to buy a ranch after the wedding.
Talk now, will you?
Sure. Breeding. Racehorses, you know. Yes.
Oh, I know. Well, the price, it's too high. Can't you come down?
Let me tell you, I was offered $390,000 for it.
Excuse me, cookies? Oh, right here. Just pass the stuff.
So, I'll give it to you now for that price. You like that, huh? Are you happy with that price?
Me? No. Why, it's 20% more than I thought.
Maybe we can do something about that.
So in this scene, if you're just a podcaster, you should check out our YouTube. Where at, Rob?
www.theworstmovieevermade.com.
So Jackie Chan is in front of a one-way mirror. They're in the office on the other side of that one-way mirror, so they can see our hot chick pie in the market can see everything he's doing on the other side of the glass. And he, after having just received the compliment from his new mother-in-law or mother-in-law to be, decides to pump himself up in front of this mirror, Vin Diesel style, because we're all family here at the market, you know, and he's jacked and looking good, you know. And it's funny to the woman behind the one-way mirror, but he goes further and like pops a pimple, which is just gross to me, but also funny. And then after the part that we clipped, I think she goes on to make fun of him, and it's just good fun, you know. And Jackie doing it is totally believable. That's why it's in Best Acting. I believe he looked like he was doing it. You know, he looked like a guy that would be flexing in front of the mirror to me.
Yeah, and it drives the point home. This is why you never compliment guys, because like you say, he has a cool hat and he'll wear that same hat every day for the next 15 years because it's the only compliment he's gotten in 15 years.
Yeah, which is not why you never compliment guys. Just compliment them often enough that they don't have to hang on to the one they got in 2 years.
Good call, Rob. Good call.
Yeah.
All right, here's number 2. This is a frantic Jackie, and you don't see him a lot this way, at least in this movie. This is Police.
Stop! Police! Police! Don't move! I shoot you! Don't move! Run! You okay?
I'm fine. Thank you.
No problem.
Just wanted to include some of the parkour for you guys on the YouTube channel. He does some cool shit there. But in the beginning of the clip, he is trying to rescue a damsel in distress who is facing a very difficult situation with some abductors. And he really does seem to me to be somebody who's rescuing someone in distress. And I don't know, Rob, you hadn't seen this before this viewing?
I saw it when I was like 7 years old when it came out. So
did you see the knee to the balls coming? No, right? I mean, acted well then. You know, they didn't give away the lead, and I think the scene was super effective.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I named the third one because I didn't write it into my outline.
So number 3 is called Okay, Okay, and this is my favorite scene in the movie.
Okay.
You know where the diamonds are or not? Don't move. Let go. Danny, you okay?
Okay.
He's just a kid.
Keung, catch! Keung!
Okay. Thank you, Danny.
You're welcome.
That was a great scene for a number of reasons.
Okay, here's my favorite part, right? So I wrote Okay, Okay as the name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Forgot what I named it. Here's why it's called Okay, Okay. Not only does Jackie Chan say to Danny, "Are you okay?" and Danny says, "I'm okay," that guy says okay, okay in response to like his giving up when the monkey wrench or whatever is thrown into the guy's hands. But here's what's really cool. You guys have both seen Rush Hour. If you're an avid Rush Hour watcher like me, you watch it once every couple years when you're like going to bed or whatever because you just love the vibe. You'll know that Chris Tucker in Rush Hour asks a cab driver to wait, and the cab driver's response is "okay, okay," because he doesn't speak English. He just knows "okay, okay," and Tucker takes that as a sign that the cab driver knows what he's talking about. Leaves him with a bunch of money and a chicken in the back seat, and the driver just blows him off and drives off. Yeah. So I thought that the connection to Rush Hour was kind of cool since we were going to be talking about it. Anyway, that's my spiel. I'll leave it up to you guys to say what you want about this before we throw it to fact or no fact.
I love that the kid has no lower body strength and can haul a monkey wrench into the air at Jackie Chan. I think that just adds to the comedy. The kid's throwing him things that I probably couldn't throw
with no leverage. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, right. And where was it? Why did they have a monkey wrench?
Like the
in the bedroom?
The kid is portrayed as like somewhat self-reliant on the wheelchair, like through the beginnings of the movie, and then through those last couple scenes, he's completely like, he's like on his like last leg, so to speak, unable to move, and suddenly he's hauling heavy, blunt objects at Jackie. I thought that was funny.
Maybe he had the wrench in his bedroom for like routine wheelchair maintenance.
I thought you were going to say spinal.
Or that. Yeah.
Shit, I'm worse than you, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw it to fact or no fact.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do we have
Confucius say, man with deadly hands must be very careful while slapping on aftershave.
Fact or no fact?
All right.
So I already started getting clips from Miami Connection for the bumpers, and unfortunately, here's the bad news: Miami Connection is so full of background noise. It's hard to like isolate the dialogue. So I'm doing the best I can. I got about like a third of the way through. I'm happy with it, but we might have to be creative. Anyway, I called this game Rumble in the Olive Garden because of our recent escapades in Florida.
I am in Florida right now on behalf of the Olive Garden.
All right, so we're looking for the lie out of 5 things that sound like facts. 4 of them are facts, 1's a lie. This is a good movie episode, even though this movie is questionably good, and this is all about injuries. So here we go. First one, Jackie Chan broke his right ankle while attempting the scene where he jumps onto the hovercraft. All right. Second one, 2 stunt women broke their legs during the filming of the motorcycle chase. All right. Third one, Jackie Chan suffered a cracked rib from the scene where the van squeezes him in the parking garage. All right. Fourth one, director Stanley Tong sprained his ankle completing the movie while on crutches. And the last one, Francois Yip, that was the kid's sister, broke her leg while filming the scene where she rides a motorcycle across the tops of parked cars.
What did she break?
A leg. Her leg, sorry.
And that is not grouped into 2 stunt women with broken leg in number 2.
Hey man, are you a movie guy or not? Stunt women are not actresses.
True.
Okay. I mean, they can be. That's very ableist of you, Bob.
Jackie Chan, man, actually.
We've been very pro-disabled.
What year is it? Gall. Okay, so
wait, should we let Chris go first?
Yeah, let Chris go first.
All right, I'm going to say Francois Yip does not break her leg because she's not a stunt woman.
Oh, so you're saying because she's the actress, she was not the one who was riding over the cars.
That's what Bob just told me. Yeah.
All right. So that's the lie. Okay.
But we'll see.
All right. See, I'm calling bullshit on the director completing the movie on crutches for spraining his ankle. But like, I also want to believe like maybe like he was like going to craft services and slipped on a banana peel, and it has completely unrelated to the production why he sprained his ankle, because like he wasn't seeing any action aside from like he was behind the camera, not in front of it. But shit does happen on set, so
true.
Right. Jackie Chan suffered a cracked rib. 2 stunt women broke legs during motorcycle chase. Jackie Chan broke his right ankle while attempting the hovercraft jump. This makes me wish I watched the credits in their entirety because they show all the outtakes. But of the few outtakes I saw, I didn't see him breaking his ankle, but I didn't watch the whole outtake reel, so that could have happened. I'm gonna stick to my guns on this. I'm gonna say director Stanley Tong completed the movie on crutches because he sprained his ankle. I don't think he has any reason to sprain his ankle because he wasn't in the movie, or maybe he was. I don't know. I don't. 4 is my answer.
All right. So if you guys were really on your game and 15 minutes before we aired, watch the trailer I put on the drive, you would see that Jackie Chan did indeed break his ankle while attempting to jump on.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it. I rolled that out.
Nice. Yeah. So they actually kept that in the movie. That's the actual break. 2 stunt women did break their legs during the filming of the motorcycle chase, which is different than the motorcycles on the cars. That was not the motorcycle chase. The motorcycle chase was when they chased him through town and crashed through cafes and shit.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan did not suffer a cracked rib. That's the lie.
But he does get hit by the mirror in reality, right? It just didn't break his rib.
Not the mirror. No, he just gets kind of squeezed by the van.
Man, really? Because I thought the side mirror like hit him. Like there was no room in the side mirror like go sideways when it hits him. But
if it does, I don't remember. So you could be right. I can't remember.
Damn, that's why I thought he cracked a rib. But...
So Francois Yip did break her leg while filming the scene where she rides across the tops of cars. And the director, so get this, Rob, this is interesting.
Yeah.
He wanted to prove that Jackie could jump from the rooftop to the landing of the fire escape.
Yeah.
So did it. He did it before Jackie Chan did.
The director did it himself?
Yes.
I'll show the pussy how it's done, and then he fucks it up immediately.
and that's how he sprained his ankle, and yes, he completed the movie while on crutches.
Wow, interesting.
That's filmmaker right there. I mean, I'll give that guy.
You got to give him ample credit for that.
So basically, he did. In a way, he did prove his point because like he's not trained like Jackie Chan is, and if he was able to like remotely pull it off, then he's like, then Jackie Chan clearly could, you know.
Exactly.
And then Jackie can't, and he falls to his death. Imagine that.
There would have been egg on his face for sure.
Definitely. All right, let's throw it to the catch-all.
All right.
If brains were birchen, you'd have a clean cage.
Yeah! Welcome to the catch-all.
You know I love a New York City skyline. If you've heard this podcast before, you know it. And that's how this movie opens, as so many have in the past. Love it.
Yep.
All right, that's going to take me to the thing that I said I was going to hold off on.
I think I know where this is coming. I know what you're going to say too.
So this is set in New York City, and all the establishing shots were New York City, but it was shot in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And all the critics went apeshit because so many background shots had mountain ranges in the background.
Shit, I didn't even notice that.
Exactly, same thing. But they, like I said, critics went crazy saying this is not the Bronx, this is mountain ranges, that's not New York City. And it's because it was Vancouver. So there it is.
Damn.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. The Sega Game Gear never had a cartridge in it, even though he was playing.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're right. It didn't.
Good catch.
Yeah. That was probably
is there a default game in the system?
No, it's no, because I have that's the one gaming system I ever had, and the cartridges are about yay big.
Right.
I'm guessing it was just like a licensing. They probably couldn't get the rights to like show a logo or something. That's probably why they did it. But it bothered me because like he wasn't playing anything. He was just he's just sitting there without his working legs. He's playing a blank
without his working console.
Yeah, with playing, just staring at a blank console, just idly tapping the buttons.
Without his working console, without his working sister, without his working parents.
Man, there surely seems to be raining shit on that poor kid.
Mine is come to my wedding tomorrow.
Oh, the gall. Yeah.
The girl, yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was really funny that Uncle Bill or whatever invites the woman that bought the business to his wedding the next day, and she's like, "All right, I'll be there."
Dude, at 35,
I just bought the business. I have to run it, but I'll skip a day.
At 35 with 2 kids, if you invite me to a wedding a year from now, I'm not showing up. I'm not going. Period.
Hear that? Yeah.
All right. So this is actually I'm enjoying squeezing facts into the catch-all.
Hell yeah.
So here's one. Everybody was asked to speak in their native language, which they did. Everyone did. And it was just all dubbed into whatever country the movie was released in. So like that's why everything was dubbed into English for our version. And everything was dubbed into something else for their version.
That's cool. I'm glad to know that.
Yeah.
Do I have to say it? Do I have to be the one to say it on this episode?
Yeah.
Wanton destruction of small business.
Oh, yes.
Okay, I have that in 3. 3 points. That was I'll cross that one out.
All right.
Wanton destruction of small business. Cross that. Okay. The uncle aunt, though I said progressive and very cool, the age difference is a bit rough. She's like 30. He's like 57.
Yeah. He's close enough to retirement to sell his whole business before his wedding.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. I agree with that. Speaking of dubbed voices, the voice they gave to the kid, awful.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Especially
like
when
anime.
when he was hurting. I was like,
yeah,
it was just annoying.
It really sounded like an anime episode.
It did. It sounded like something from an actual like old Japanese Godzilla movie, which I've seen on Mystery Science Theater before.
Mystery Science Theater. Pod People, my favorite episode.
It's a good one.
It's great.
I'm just playing off the destruction of small business train. When they're thrown into the pile of soda cans, they were all empty. They didn't even try. They didn't even try editing the sound out on post. It sounded like empty aluminum cans crashing on the ground.
Handstand push-ups are insane.
Yeah,
those were
even
awesome.
Moose Knuckle aside.
Yeah,
handstand push-ups are crazy.
Yeah,
I mean he is a little guy, but he did bulk up. So good on him.
He was bulky. Yeah.
I'm going to add to the destruction of small business. I'm going to say not only do they destroy small businesses and cars, they knocked that one ball car off the parking garage, and just about everything in their path. We're eventually supposed to sympathize with them. I don't know.
Yeah, that's tough. You got a point there, Bob.
I had a hard time with that.
Okay, so when the gangsters wreck the shop with all the chains and they drive away and like she's sitting on the toilet, she never wipes when she gets up and pulls her pants back up. So
I know.
She is running through the rest of the movie with like mud butt or swamp ass during those heightened action sequences, probably like squeezing her cheeks together the whole time. Took me out of the movie, Chris. Bob?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
I've never heard the term mud butt until just now.
Mud butt or fluid flaps, either one.
Fluid.
Those are both going in there. Mud butt and fluid flaps. Got it. All
right. The new wheelchair cushion looks awfully uncomfortable to me. It looks like the thing you put on your beach chair to make it like a little more cushioned. It didn't look like a wheelchair cushion seat to me.
Like the reclining chair with like the vinyl slats.
Yeah, that you would put on your like back deck.
Yeah.
Not the thing you have to sit in like 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just me. Just saying.
Yeah.
True. Okay, this is another fact. They never properly introduced Jackie Chan as a police officer. Even though in the script, he was supposed to be a Hong Kong police officer.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes, to Bob's point, Mahan Keung, a Hong Kong cop, comes to New York to attend the wedding of his Uncle Bill. They never address it.
No, they never once address it. I agree.
Yeah, it was in the original story written, but never put in the script.
I like it better that way.
Okay.
Yeah. I can go either way. I could see like, because he does have like a little bit of instinct, but I kind of like the fact that like he realizes he's way in over his head, and if he were actually established as a police officer, he may not have come to that realization. Like when he's on the phone, he would have been more aggressive or assertive rather than like, oh shit, don't kill me.
He also would never have said white tiger in the meeting.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
So it's for the better narrative good.
That's my argument. Yeah.
I'm kind of hopping around here. Neither romantic through line gets resolved at all.
That's true.
He has two love interests. One, he just kind of like abandons shop and starts like following her, and then Elaine or whatever her name is, she's mad at him, and then he like runs off, saves the day, and then like they're both kind of like into him, but they never really establish who he's going after. Really,
well,
he's just trying to be honorable. Yeah,
he makes out with Nancy.
Yeah,
once. So maybe that's where the way he goes.
Right.
Why invite Keung to the place you dance if that's where your gang hangs out too that hates him and wants to kill him?
Yeah. I have an answer for that, because that was just kind of one of those like, the world's so small I didn't realize these things were connected type of deal. Because he saves her, and then he wakes up in the boy's apartment, and then she comes in when he's talking about his sister who saved him, and then he realizes that was a damsel in distress he was trying to save. So I don't think they put two and two together yet. I'm
saying she invites him there. She knows full well who he is.
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
That's like putting him in danger again.
The timeline is confused if you only watch this one time. Like I watched it a couple times because I was so like confused on what happened first, second, third, and fourth.
Yeah.
That's not my thing, but I can use it.
Yeah, go for it.
Shoot. That's it. I was gonna say, even though it's not my turn, he uses everything around him. The choreography, just like whatever his jacket, he ties the guy's arms up. The pool cue, the ski, he uses the ski.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah. The fridge and freezer, that U-shaped metal thing,
like outside. That rolling cage thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
he does an escape through a shopping cart.
Yeah. And if you watch, I forget what movie it was it First Strike? Maybe he uses a step ladder. Oh my god, it's just so amazing. The amount of time they take for all this stuff. Yeah.
The shopping cart thing is like his quad strength has got to be like unbelievable
to balance that.
Yeah. This is a little factoid that I found in the YouTube comments. Somebody who worked on the movie commented, and they said while they were setting up like the scenes with his placeholder, Jackie Chan would sleep on cardboard boxes while they were setting up the stunt. He'd wake up, he'd nail it, and then he'd help the crew sweep up when he was done.
Yeah, from all accounts, he's just like the coolest dude.
Yeah. So that was neat.
Was the gang doing a church rave?
A what?
A church rave?
Yeah, there was a big stained glass window. Yeah,
there was a huge stained glass window that looked like they were in an abandoned church doing a rave. It was kind of crazy.
Yeah,
that's mine.
Aside from a hovercraft, I guess I'll just say a hovercraft. Wow.
Yeah.
You don't see that in movies. Like that's brave, bold.
Yeah.
And it was real. It was absolutely real.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah. To your point with the church rave, Chris, this is where the movie didn't age well. This was a 90s action movie thing. Like, there's always a busy discotheque where something goes down.
Yes, always.
I mean, it was in The Crow. It's in like a number of Seagal movies. I think a couple of the Van Damme movies we've done too. But there's always just like, it's not conspicuous because it was like broad daylight. It wasn't like a nighttime dealing. They're like there in broad daylight, blaring music. There's got to be noise ordinances. Like how did they not? Like, how did the cops not just raid that place for noise complaints and see like all the shit they're doing?
Yeah, they would have.
Yeah.
I love the scene where Keung and Nancy are taking Danny to like the park, and some guy is on rollerblades and he goes up to the ice cream truck and he's like, "Hey, one ice cream, please." The ice cream truck guy goes, "Sure." He disappears for a second, turns around, and he goes, "Here's one ice cream."
It's the fucking Simpsons where she's like, "I want a single plum served in a man's hat, floating in perfume," and without hesitation, Bo just goes, "Here you go." And he reaches under the bar and like plops it on the table.
I think Rob has changed our bingo card to Simpsons references out of.
Yeah,
South
I've been
Park.
watching more Simpsons than South Park lately. Yeah. Yeah, I go back and forth.
All right. This is my last one because I liked it a lot, and I was trying to find things I didn't like, and I found like a mixture. So this is just dubbing is hard to overcome in general as a moviegoer. I avoid it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else. I enjoy this movie more than I realize now that we're talking about it. It had a lot of great moments. Last thing I'll leave you with actually is when he smacks the guy across the face with like the football helmet. I don't know who did the makeup or like the design for that. Immediately red, blemished. Like I feel like that's how it would look. And like, have you ever gotten like a bad injury? Like I used to skateboard a lot, like skin my knee. Like you fall down, you gotta be like fuck, and like that was immediate like red road rash type of smear on his face, like upon impact. That was pretty.
Yeah, I liked it too.
Yeah,
I said
agreed.
They threw that dude in a fucking wood chipper. For this movie, I thought that was extreme.
Oh, yeah. I saw this when I was like, I think I was 19 or 20 when I first saw this. And I was like sickened, like nauseated when I saw that scene. And I thought I was old enough to handle it. And I'm like,
I saw it when I was 7 and I was like, nah.
Well, Bob didn't have the internet when he was growing up like we did.
Yeah, we kind of, the second we were unsupervised and had internet, we were watching dead people die on rotten.com when we were like 12.
Snuff X, yeah.
Yeah.
Desensitized early. Thanks, Jay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Glass bottle choreography, and I don't mean when he was in the alley. I mean, he and like the third hand man of the gang are like flipping glass bottles trying to get the upper hand on one another, and Jackie like flips one like 10 times and catches it and smashes him in the face with it, and it's fucking awesome. Yeah, really cool.
That was great.
I said he's fucking good with a ski, Bob, to your credit. What's up with all the refrigerators and shit? And I don't mean like it's not cool in choreography. I just mean, why does the gang have like 15 refrigerators?
I know.
The guy that got smashed in the face with a helmet, about him I wrote ponytail. Gross.
Yes.
I kept thinking he was Penn Jillette, even though I knew it wasn't him.
Seriously,
like at first glance, he has the same like physique, and he's probably like 6'4". He looked like he was like pretty big.
Yeah, he's like Penn Jillette. Yeah. Extremely sneaky job they did by hooking up an elaborate chain system to pull the market down while Jackie is upstairs without him noticing.
Yeah.
A crowd for the boss's golf game? White Tiger is playing in front of a crowd? I just thought, if he's like a gang boss, shouldn't he not be seen?
Yeah, and then having extremely illegal phone calls in the middle of the game for everybody to hear.
I said that's White Tiger, for fuck's sake. Put him away.
Yeah.
I love this. We said this, but he's beatable. He gets beat up. He gets stuck. He gets injured, and he tells the bad guys, the gang, that he knows about White Tiger. It's definitely not a Seagal movie in the best way possible. I have a few more. I asked if a hovercraft could do all that. Apparently it could. He's got 2 security guards on the green with him, watching him putt, which I thought was really funny. They're like 4 feet away from him, because when the hovercraft's coming for them, the security guards are like shooting at him. I just thought it was really funny that on the golf course, he's got 2 security guards like 3 feet away, ready to shoot somebody. In case they come onto the green with a hovercraft. The cops have okayed civilians chasing the bad guys down again, like in Con Air, but this time in a hovercraft that's been patched up with duct tape.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're like, go ahead, you 3 civilians, take this hovercraft and hunt down the bad guys while
unsanctioned.
we stand by. Stunt footage at the end we mentioned, super awesome. And I wrote, he really did do that parking lot jump, which also so did the director, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. You guys want to add anything else, or we'll throw it to back credit names?
Yeah, I got nothing.
I think I'm good.
Back credit names.
Hey, Colleen. Got a great ass.
So do you, Pilgrim. So do you, Pilgrim. So do you, Pilgrim.
Back credit names.
Max Ip. Glenn Chin.
Okay.
Right.
Rainbow Ching.
Okay.
And my last one, Davis Fung.
So it just sounds like we're making fun of Asians.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't mean to, but those are funny names.
Yeah.
Davis Fung is funny in any language, I think.
That is true.
All right, so you know this already. We have no comparison because this is a good movie. So if you want to play the bumper, go for it. If not, we'll just throw it to what we're doing next week.
Let's talk about what we're doing next week, because I am very excited.
Okay, if you've ever watched wrestling in the past 25 years, you may have some idea who Edge is. If you don't, he's a really weird looking X-rated or superstar or something.
He plays guitar for you too, right?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah, he does both. Anyway, he's a really weird looking wrestler, and he stars in this movie alongside who, Bob?
Kelsey Grammer, Frasier, Sideshow Bob, other things that aren't as notable.
Yes, but Frasier is in this movie. It's like a 2022, I think, or even
it came out in 2020. The reason it was slept on is it came out like mid-pandemic. So.
It's called Money Plane, and that's what we're doing next week. It was essentially suggested to us by a streaming service, I think, like Test Number One, and we caught a hold of it and couldn't let it go. We got to do it. It just looks so outrageous. So that's what we're doing for our first episode of season 84.
Yeah.
And so no worst movie yet. This is the best movie of the week, Rumble in the Bronx. It's well deserved. We all agree it's a great movie.
Yeah.
And Rob, why don't you plug us, throw it to Bob's last word, and just play us out with that sweet clip.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I wanted to mention I also won I won Ain't That a Pitch with a 4.5 star score. So
fuck you.
All right, go ahead, guys.
All right. So you can find us at www.theworstmovieevermade.com. That's where you'll find us on audio streaming. You'll find us on YouTube. You can find us on Instagram and TikTok, and you can email us. Bob posts trailers. We all collectively post polls to vote on for the movie we'll be reviewing the following week. There's lots of good stuff if you just go to www.theworstmovieevermade.com. Bob, last word?
I think Davis Fung.
Davis Fung. All right. We are going to close this out with a little clip called Ball Drop.
Come on, guys, keep punching! The end for you, buddy!
run to now?
Let's make a deal. You kiss my ass, and we'll let you go. Yeah, right there. Come on, kiss my tattoo. Woo! Woo! Let me shake it for you. Oh, hey! Hey, man! Son of a bitch!
If he really took that antenna to the ass, that is the most painful stunt that was performed in the movie by
Honestly,
far.
that would have fucking hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. See you guys next week. Thanks for listening. Money plane. All right. Video's off. Let's get bye, Jelly Scoop.
Bye, Jelly Scoop.
Bye, Jelly Scoop.